I sprained my ankle really, really bad about 6 weeks ago. And before that, I know some of you all may have seen on YouTube, but I was just going really crazy when I didn't have this boot on. I got a real big boot on. But God showed me in the midst of me being uncomfortable that He didn't take away every activity of my limbs. So I still got my voice, I still got my hands, I still have another leg that I can walk on. Some of y'all got all of your legs, both of your legs, you got all of your activities of your limbs, and you still can't worship Him. I dare you to sacrifice this moment to press in His presence tonight. He deserves everything that we can give Him. Come on, let's give Him all that we got. One more time, let's sing it together. Anybody know He loves you tonight? He loves us. Oh, how He loves us. Oh, how He loves us. Oh, how He loves. Come on, you know it. You know it. Sing it with me. He loves us. Oh, how He loves us. Come on, worship Him, y'all. He loves us. Oh, how He loves us. One more time, He loves us. Oh, how He loves us. Oh, how He loves us. Oh, how He loves us. Come on, sing it out. He loves us. Oh, just want you to think for a moment something that you know you did that God was not pleased with. Some of you may not remember anything, but I'll tell you my testimony. There were so many times I was disobedient, even when it came to writing songs and doing ministry. I was like, no, God, it's not my time, or I feel like I can wait a couple years. But how many know God does not work on our time? When we really want God, we want Him now. We don't want to wait next week. We don't want to wait 2 weeks from now. But that's how God is when we come into His presence. He wants us to worship Him when we have the chance. Now we have that opportunity, that free opportunity. Come on and just lift up your hands and worship Him if you know He deserves it. Open up your mouth. It's easy to lift your hands, but it's something else when you got to talk about Him. Because it comes from the inside of your heart. When you know how good He's been to you. Come on, just think about one thing. You've done so much, so that's why He loves. He loves us. Oh, how He loves us. Oh, how He loves us. Oh, how He loves us. I have a song called Pressing Your Presence. I see that's your favorite song. But this song was really birthed out of my testimony. Anybody ever heard of the woman with the issue of blood in the Bible? How she pressed her way to Jesus. And she said, if I could just touch the hem of His garment. Can anybody feel the presence of the Lord here tonight? Anybody feel the presence of the Lord here tonight? You should, because you should have came in here with Him. So if you're not clapping your hands, there's something wrong with your life, so you really got to lift up your hands and say, God, I need to feel your touch all over again. I need to feel your presence. I need to be happy again. I need to feel your Lord Jesus. I need to press a little further. But let me get back to the story. She said if I could just touch the hem of His garment. And I heard a pastor say yesterday in Texas where I minister, he said, the thing that dragged the ground, the dirty thing. But how many know it really cost something? Because it was on the man of God. And so many times we come into the presence of the Lord and we don't want to take a risk at pressing in His presence. But anybody got some issues in their life where you just know it can't be the same. You can't be the same way you came. So I wrote this song called Pressing Your Presence. And it says, I will be whole. And I'll still believe. It's not that I lost faith, but I'm going to still trust you. I'm going to still believe in your word and your works and the things that you promised me in your word. And so I pray that this song ministers to you tonight. As it did me when I wrote it. Hallelujah.